the purpose of a twin flame connection is fulfilling your common mission work, because your mission work is basically living out, putting into practice all the healings that you and your counterparts gone through. So you are the embodiment of these healings, and therefore you can be of support and of service to the collective, moving on to the next level of consciousness that is represented by your mission work. So it's going to show up in two different ways for all the feminines who have to step onto the mission work before the physical union. So for some feminines, you are going to receive the download of your mission work very early on your journey, and you might step onto it right away or later on, but you know what it is, and you are going to have a quick success, or if it's not as quick, you are going to have validations, positive feedbacks, confirmations that it is your mission work, that you are on the right path, and it's going to be a continuous kind of growth, confirming for you to keep doing it. And so for these feminines, the very thing that you are working on and the very challenges that you are trying to overcome, that you brought back from other timelines, is the fact that your success was your downfall, meaning that you were over-attached, over-defined, overvalued by the validations that you received from your external environment, develop ego, superiority, maybe you didn't have a lot of humility or boundaries, that you were overtaken by this success of your mission or your work, your purpose. So you are now learning to find this balance and your inner worth, the value of yourself, regardless of all the positive feedbacks and overwhelming success that you have while you're trying to implement your mission work. And so you are working with having it all in working with the plus, right? Now, for the other feminines who don't know what their mission work is for a while on their journey, and they might get directed to go one way and then to another and then to another, and they don't seem to be related to one another, but actually there is a common thread that is just not visible to you at that moment. But then once you receive the download of what your mission work is and you are guided to step onto it, you are not going to have any success. You are not going to have any confirmations or validations or positive feedbacks. I mean, you will have the minimum that you need to keep doing it, but you are not going to have this really clear indication that you are on the right path, that it is your mission work from your external environment. Because for those feminines, the very thing that you're trying to overcome, or the challenges that you're trying to overcome in this lifetime that you brought back from other timeline, is the fact that you gave up in the past, that you let doubt and external validations to dictate the validity of your purpose. And so now you are facing this very challenge of working without almost nothing, right? So you are working in the minus, you are working with not having, and yet still knowing the value and to know your inner worth, regardless of not having all these external validations and not looking for them to have confirmation, and therefore to know what your truth is, right? So it's the same core work that both groups of feminines are doing while they are implementing their mission work, but they are coming from two different angles, right? And so try not to compare to one another, because it's going to be more hurtful than anything, because it's so specific to your journey, to how you wanted to learn, and to your mission work in relation to what you're supposed to accomplish in this journey with your counterpart, with your own journey. And so knowing at least to which group you belong to is going to help you to adjust your expectations, to navigate all the challenges that you're gonna face along the way. But really keep in mind that it's so specific to your specific journey. And so a big shout out to all the feminines who are stepping onto their mission work this moment on your journey, because it is a very challenging aspect.